And welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at Blockify. So this one adds some functional blocks, which I'm just interested to see because I like kind of thing. And if they add some genuinely useful functional blocks, then that's great. But I'm not expecting it to be like the most amazing, mind-blowing add-on of all time. I just add some useful blocks that will mostly be just like quality of life stuff. Who knows? Might add something that surprises me. Probably not. Anyway, Blockify add-on. This add-on is created by those guys. Credits to these guys. What is the purpose of this add-on? This add-on lets you produce more with fewer resources and build a more functional system. Includes 15 new blocks. The wood grader allows you to recycle excess items made of wood back into wood with some loss. Interact with the using wood items. So let's take a look at the wood grinder then. Wood grinder, it's just a U of wood and an iron ingot. So that's fairly cheap. So, wood grinder. And let's get some like stairs and a door. And a fences. So the texture's fine. It's not the worst texture I've ever seen. So you get 2 logs back for a single oak stair, which is and some sticks. For the fence, you get 1 log and 1 stick. 1 plank and 1 stick. And a door. You can't do doors. What about fence gates? Nope, can't do fence gates either. Weird. Anyway. Next, so that's kind of useful. It's basically like a cheap crafter, basically. You have the stone crusher. It allows you to recycle excess items made of stone. But yeah. So yeah, just this one's gonna be annoying to search for because there's a lot of stuff with redstone in it. Yeah, well, not that bad. Stone crusher, yeah, just the same as the wood one, but with stone. Yeah, here we go. There now. It's being annoying. Here we go. Stone crusher. So yeah. Yeah, it looks fine. So yeah, like. So can. Does it do stone brick? Oh yeah, it does do stone brick. That's 1 cobblestone. You know, saying. Does it do sandstone? It doesn't do sandstone. Oh, wait. Does it do normal sandstone? No. Does it do endstone? No. Because it was like cobblestone and cobblestone variants then. You can do it. Yeah. Again, could be useful, but not super useful. Tool upgrader. It helps you get a better items using fewer materials, but it costs some XP. Interact with the needed items and pick the trade you want to do. So, tool upgrader. Let's go to game mode 0 and see what this costs to craft. A U of oak planks and an iron ingot. Isn't that the same? Okay, apparently those two have the same crafting recipe. So, wooden sword plus cobblestone and a bit of XP. So yeah, you can basically take your already existing gear and then upgrade it to the next level with like what it cost for you. So yeah, so that's just like diamond shovel plus netherite ingots. So you don't need like the netherite upgrade for the netherite stuff. So that's actually quite useful for the netherite stuff. I want to see. So if I get myself if I go to game mode 1 and I get myself a wood, not sword, wood. So I get a wooden pickaxe. And I enchant this. Also, I changed the crafting recipe for this from that to just like a crafting table with a wooden pickaxe, a wooden shovel, a wooden axe, and a wooden hoe, also 4 wooden tools around it. Anyway, so I now have an enchanted wooden pickaxe. If I get some stone, some cobblestone, gold, ingot, and diamond, and netherite. And I go into here. I only have 2 levels, so I want a cobblestone pick. Yeah. That does, so yeah. It does not retain the enchantments. XP, XP, 100 down. I need to. I always forget with the XP one. It's always level the amount of XP then target. It's the only one that does that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So it doesn't retain the enchantments, which is the most annoying part. So say you've got a gold pick, and you got it enchanting like an enchanting table because it has increased enchantability, and then you just like, oh, so I'll take those good enchantments and then I'll upgrade this to diamond and get retain those enchantments. Nope, you can't do that. So this would be really useful if it just retained the enchantments when you upgrade it. I think that's definitely something they could do in an update. But as of right now, that's not super useful. I guess you could do save resources in exchange for a bit of XP, which is nice, especially because there's not a lot of uses for XP. So. And again, it does mean you don't have to get the netherite upgrade, which means you don't have to go to the Bigland Bastions, which... Yeah, for that's the main use for it, but just for like upgrading like lower tier stuff into higher tier stuff, it's not super useful, but it is... It does have it does have its uses. Fish point, it attracts all the fish around it. Just place it on water surface. So, to craft this, it's just 3 copper, a stick, and a torch. More uses for copper is always nice, so I'm just gonna. There it is. salmon spawning. So if I place that there, why can I not? Oh, so yeah, you don't even have to place it on the side of a block. You can just place it on top of the water, which is really nice. Yeah, so it does just pull them in. I guess you can just like come in and then just. That is useful, kind of, but it's not. But yeah, and it's fairly easy to craft, so yeah, it's fine. Right, early game, if you want some easy fish and some bones, probably also like work it into a farm, maybe, I don't know. Spellstone. It quickly gives a simple enchantment to an item using fewer resources. Spell. So it's two cobble and two lapis. Please get that. Let's get a pick. So the enchantment options for your tool are below. Each enchantment costs XP, so it's different. Hold on. So I have a netherite pickaxe. Oh, efficiency 1. I'll do that again and get another one. You see, this costs levels every time. So it doesn't stack them. It just gives you one random one. Not super useful. I mean, I guess if you could get mending from this. Fortune one. Again. Guess you could like take two tools of the same type and then forge them together to yeah, one. Doesn't seem like you can get mending. Yeah, this is kind of not really useful. Yeah, you're not really getting anything good from this. I wouldn't really bother. Maybe like at the very beginning of the game, you get a couple of lapis because you might have a stone pickaxe, and you like get a fortune on your stone pickaxe, I guess, and then that gets you a bit more iron and stuff. But it's really just not worth. It's item shredder. It destroys unwanted items in your hand and gives you XP in return while holding an item. It also destroys valuable items, so be careful. Shredder, so it's 3 iron ingots and 6 cobblestone. So far it's the most expensive one. If I just get a stack of planks here. Shred planks, yeah, there we are. Just give you a bit of XP. I mean, I guess it's a way to like get rid of stuff you don't want. So what? If you got a bunch of rotten flesh, you just stick it in there and get some XP out of it. But if you have dogs, you probably use flesh to heal them up after a battle or make more of them. Anyway. I can spreader, item collector. Collects dropped items in a wide area and sends them to the nearest chest. Just place it on top of any chest. So, let me get a chest. And call item collector. Three buckets, a hopper, and the 3 cobblestone. Let's put a double chest here. That there, and then yeah. Alright. The area's not that large. What's that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 blocks is the maximum. I think it's like a diamond. Oh, I can't really do that. Is it a diamond? Yeah, it seems like it's a diamond. Yeah. Seems like it doesn't really pick them up on this block here. Oh, wait. Maybe it does. It might be a 5-block square. Not really that large of an area, all things considered, but still, yeah, I can see its use. I can see use case for it. But the description is a little bit deceptive. Spring thrower. It's a block that launches you up to help with easier movement. When powered by redstone, it launches anything on top of it into the air. You can just launch stuff into the air with this. Spring thrower, 3 planks, stick, 2 cobblestone, and redstone dust. So I assume you just stand on it. Oh, do I need to power it for it to work at all? Lever. Oh. This is kind of lame. I have to admit, this is pretty lame. You can basically accomplish this with essentially a slime block and a piston. This piston. Slime. It is cheaper, I'll give you that. Slime and need pressure plates. Redstone dust. And something that doesn't stick to slime, so glazed terracotta. I'm gonna get the cyan. This has little creeper faces on. Right, so I'm just gonna build it here. So with this, you have them there. Redstone dust there, there, and there. That there, that there. And then pressure plate there, 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 there. Timing is a bit iffy, but there we go. And you would use this with an elytra and some rockets to easily take off. Instead of like jumping and spamming your rockets, especially if it's laggy. Usually works better. Come on. What the heck was that? I got stuck to the slime and then I got teleported up in the air. Right, there you go. Oh. That would have worked if I actually used my light. Whoa. Slime blocks are glitchy. But yeah. I'm not 100% sure you could use this the scene way. Hold on. If I grab this real quick and I just place that piston with it. This does not appear to want to work. Yeah, no, it is instant, so it won't work with this. So it's not like you can just replace that with this. So you actually have to use like a lever or button or something. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I thought like slowful like made it harder to use. Have its uses, but because of like how instant it just, but because of like it being instant, it's a bit annoying. Like because you have to use a button or a lever, and with that you can just most of the time you can just walk over. I don't know why I had so much trouble today. Usually that works pretty well. Maybe Mojang's changed something and now it's less reliable. Yeah, so spike trap, you can use it to make traps or protect your areas. When powered by redstone, it reveals spikes that hit anything moving on top of it. Lever. Spike. We have the spike. Wait. Spike trap is what we're doing, not spike block. I'll just put that in my inventory. To make the spike trap, you need 3 lightning rods, 3 iron ingots, 2 cobblestone, and the redstone dust. I mean, it's a little bit. Oh wow, that does do a lot of damage. I mean, yep, yeah, that kills real quick. It does do a lot of damage, which is good for it. But honestly, for a mob farm, you'd still use a trident killer because that applies looting where this does not. That's mostly just like a multiplayer thing that you're not really going to care about in single player. Next up is the speed stone. You can use it to make traps or travel faster. Boost any creature standing on it about 5 blocks forward in the direction of the arrow. So there's 3 cobble, 3 lapis, and 3 redstone. And it's not exactly how it described it. It feels. I think it's like. It did say. I think it did say boost. It'll just be me. Yeah, you can just like use this to launch people off platforms and stuff if they're not being careful. And you can also like make boost past pathways and stuff. Pretty useful. Just like traveling around. But again, nothing mind blowing. Works pretty well if you put it in the ground. So yeah, next up is the weak ground. You can use it to make clever traps and snares. Any creature that steps on it will break it within 2 seconds. Weak ground. So it's just 2 sticks and a bamboo. So if I just put that on here. Yeah, it does eventually just break. You could use this to make some like cool platforming challenges that where you have to play to like force players to go fast, but then you have to like manually reset them all. What I would do is change this to a couple things, and it's not very good for traps because you can see it. It's like very obvious. So like maybe make it so that you can disguise as other blocks, and then make it so that it has like a broken form and it just doesn't just disappear. And then like the broken form, you can like right click it with a stick or something and to repair it. That would be cool. But right now, it's not super useful. And kind of inconvenient to like use as like a like parkour or some for like parkour and stuff, which in my opinion would be the main use for it, at least in anyway. Please now. Wait, I've gone too far. Night lamp. It opens automatically at night and when it tweens. Just place it on somewhere and it will wear it. Night lamp. You can craft this, yeah, with a daylight sensor, detector, 3 iron ingots, and a redstone torch. I thought it would have taken a redstone lamp. I think instead of the torch, they should just put a redstone lamp there. So it's off right now. Time set mid. And when it's dark out, it turns on. That's pretty cool. It means you don't have to like bother like a whole day night sensor or whatever it's called. For, if you like setting up like street lamps and stuff, lights and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Night lamp. Spike block, it damages all mobs and players nearby on top of it. Great for traps or farms. Just place it somewhere. You don't even have to power this one. Just place it. And if something walks into it, they take damage. Yeah, and this kind of just doesn't really feel super useful. I think it's more useful than the spike. spike traps because these are so you can put on the walls. Yeah, it's 4 iron mound cobblestone. And it's much cheaper. Again, the problem is that for mob farms, the trident kill would just be better. Fog stew. Mobs and players that step on it to get covered in the fog and can't see far away. Just place it somewhere and yeah, so fog stew. You craft this with 4 clay around stock. Weird. No, it doesn't work. There's nothing different between the two things. I don't have like any special effects or anything on. Weird. Just quick. That's the leam. Let's see. I have hay box. It looks fine. And rain barrel. It lets you use rainwater. Okay, so I've got a good use. Okay, so I'm gonna show off the recipe for the hay. Hay. Hay barrel is just planks. I don't really care about that, but the rain. The rain barrel is basically the same thing, but with 2 iron ingots. This is actually a fairly big deal. So if I set, so if I get a, if I just go into survival, I can just break that. Okay, maybe not. Break that. That's instant break. There we go. Nice. Weather rain. Oh. Yeah, it might not work when it's noon. Let's break this and take it somewhere where it's actually raining. Why does it take so long to break? There you go. Why is it raining in the street? I think this area is raining. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just leave that going while I take out the next one. So, and that's the last one. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, I might as well talk about this. This could be good for flat worlds, because in flat, the only way to get water is, without any other add-ons, is to get a cauldron and then wait for it to rain, and then for the rain to fill up the cauldron. This is far cheaper than the cauldron, only needing 2. Oh yeah, there we go. Only needing 2 iron ingots rather than all 7 iron ingots. So you do save 5 iron ingots. That is a legitimately really useful thing this add-on, really useful utility this add-on provides. But overall, this is kinda underwhelming. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't really have that high hopes. I just was like, oh, yeah, I think it'll just like, be like quality of life stuff. I don't think quality of life stuff that will just genuinely improve. You know, your gameplay experience, but these kind of just don't even really feel like quality of life for the most part. That light that was that is a quality of life feature because it just means you don't feel like placing all the things. Those aren't really useful. What was this one again? Item shredder. The only use for that is that you can just get rid of items you don't want, but you have to do it all like manually, and you do get a bit of XP from it, so it's not really that great. That is basically useless, like has very little use. This does have use. Only real use is meaning you don't need the netherite upgrade. You just need the ingot. Well, nice because it doesn't transfer the enchantments. Its uses are very limited. What was this one again? Oh yeah, the stone and the stone crusher and the like I said earlier, they kind of not super useful. Honestly, I feel like most of the stuff in this has been done before and better in other add-ons for the most part. Like the only thing being water barrel. There's no other add-on that does that, and that legitimately does have a use, but it is a niche, even if it is just a niche use in for flat survival. But other than that, don't really feel like there's much use for this add-on, unfortunately. So I'm gonna put this. I am gonna put this in. You should consider it. Have, like I said, it does have legitimate uses in this, and it can save you some time. It's just for the most part, it's not super useful. But if like any of these here like really stuck out to you, and you're like, oh, I could really use that in my world, you know, you go for it. But if you're just looking at it, it's like, yeah, not really interested, then yeah, don't. Yeah. Anyway, hope you got. Oh wait, before I go, I forgot to do this in the last video, and I'm remembering to do it now. Also, stream ads has 3 notifications. Skipped frames. Oh god damn it! Apparently, skipped frames. Weird. I don't know what's going on. Streamers has been a bit of a pain in the butt today. Anyway, but yeah, thank channel members. Only channel member right now is Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Anyway, hope you guys all did enjoy this. There's a channel members video going over like what the channel memberships and stuff are. So if you want to look at that before getting a channel membership, definitely do that because you can see all like the benefits and stuff. Anyway, hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and bye bye.